Hello, and welcome back to Cars of Glasgow. I'm Thomas, and this is the MG IM6 Launch Edition, an SUV with over 800 newton meters of torque. It's been loaned to me by the guys at MG Frasers of Falkirk, and in this video I'm going to give you a walk around tour of the car, show you what it's like in the interior, and then get it on the road for a test drive. So stay tuned for this video. I'll start off with the name IM. Now, IM is a sister company to MG owned by the SIAC Group. However, here in the UK, because of the strong brand reputation and image of MG, it is sold as an MG IM6 here in the UK. However, in other parts of the world, it's just solely sold as an IM6 model. Now, without that out the way, that's why it's not got an MG badge on the front, but you can pick it up at an MG dealership. Front end design of it does have some swoopy looking headlights with a long daytime run light. They do a little dance when you unlock the car. We do have your fog lights below. We also have a funky looking key shaped in the silhouette of a car. You can unlock it. The lights will do a little dance. It makes a little tune to let you know you've unlocked the car. We don't have air curtains in this car, which I thought was interesting for the launch edition, but we do have honeycomb pattern down below, and then a sensor down here for like your radar, etc. Parking sensors all round, and we have the 360 camera for the front-facing camera in front of the badge and the bumper there. We've got a camera up the top as well, where your mirrors are going to be underneath the front, or the fruit, or the frunk. We do have gas struts, a little bit of storage in there. It's a little bit larger than what you've seen in the IM5, so you can put things like your charging cables again in there, wet dog leads, whatever it may be. Windscreen wash goes in there, and a little bit of sound deadening material in there. Unlike the IM5, we do not have an IM branded, what kind of like, I'm going to say heat shield, but it's not really that, insulation underneath the bonnet there. But yeah, not much to see. Now this car is riding on Pirelli Scorpion tyres, again being the launch edition. We have the Continental 4-piston brakes. That's right, Continental brakes with this car. And for anybody curious, there are 235 45 R21s. Now they haven't got any of those aero blades that we see in the long range versions of the car, so you can actually see the orange brake calipers for the Continental 4-piston brakes here, which, yeah, they've got this design. The Performance and the Launch Edition have the same wheel design. You get a slightly different design for the long range. So it's about 4.9 metres in length, this car, but 1.67 metres in height, 1.98 metres in width, and the wheelbase is just under 3 metres. That shares the same as the IM5, so there's plenty of room in the side when we touch on when we get into the interior of this car. Now the rear of this car follows that teardrops style design that we see with other electric SUVs. I think the Model Y kind of coined that design. A lot of SUVs have followed it, so no rear wiper. We do have the camera up the top there to help with parking and rear cross traffic alert, all the systems there. We do have this ducktail here, which reminds me strongly of things like the Aston Martin DBX. Now if I unlock the car, you'll see the light bar come on, and that, yeah, you can't say to me this isn't inspired by the Aston Martin DBX. I could be wrong, but it's nice at least they're giving a nod to another British manufacturer. We do have little black kind of crisscross pattern here. It's not exactly what you see in the Model Y Juniper, but in my head that's what I can't get away from. It's not cascading light down, but if I unlock the car again, that is the black plastic trim there. I think the tail light looks pretty smart. So UK models, we do have the MG badge on the left, the IM logo in the middle, and then your IM6 badge in here. Now down below we've got black gloss plastic, you've got your cameras, your sensors, all that good stuff. It's quite handsome. I think the kind of top 2/3 of the car look quite good. I think the rear of the car is probably my preference in this vehicle, especially this silhouette here with the C-pillar. Now, to open the boot, touch this button on the IM logo. Electronic tailgate. So in the boot we have 665 litres of boot space. Unlike the IM5, we do have storage underneath, which is ideal for charging cables, etc. And because this is the launch edition with the air suspension, we have a 12-volt power outlet, but crucially, a little bit in there that lowers the ride height, so you're able to get items in and out a bit easier, and then you can push the button up and then raise the rear again to get it back to the regular road. We do have 60/40 folding seats, but we do have the IM magnet bit there for the accessories, and then tie down hooks on the side as well. So again, if you want to carry a fridge, something boxy, we can do, but there's no like sneaky compartments on the side or anything. It is pretty much what you see is what you get, but I said the storage underneath is a little bit good. We do have speakers in the boot space though. Now let's check out inside of the car. Now we're going to go ahead and unlock the car. Flush door handles, it says IM on top of the handle. Now what you have to do is you put your hand there, the doors pop open, so you're not pulling the handle, it's just literally your hand in there and they pop open. I have not seen that before, so that's a first for the IM6. Now, I will sit back here. We do have seating for 3 abreast. I am 5'11", plenty of headroom. Because of the glass roof, we don't have like any like lower roof line. It's just as pushed out as maximum as it can be. Plenty of headroom, shoulder room, knee room, foot room. It is plenty spacious back here. And we do have mat pockets, climate vents, and a USB-C charger. A flat floor in the middle, so you can carry 3 adults. And then in the centre here, we do have cup holders and a little bit of storage for the pen. It's a slightly different design to the IM5 in terms of folding the centre down here. Everything's all nice, soft and squidgy. It's all that synthetic leather that you get in the front of the cabin, the back of the cabin. It's all nice and squishy as well. You do have the option to slightly recline your seat. You have to reach up at the top, pull that lever like you were going to fold the seat down, but you can recline back and then your head's going to be past the C-pillar wee triangle window there. So yeah, if you want to recline, you can do. I think it's going to be fine back here for families. You've got the iMag accessories you can add on as well. Again, more of those speakers on the inside to help with that ambient noise. It's quite a clever technology that. Now let's check out the rest of the car. You join me inside the cabin of the MG IM6. Everything here feels quite premium and upmarket. We have this huge 26.3-inch HD infotainment screen here. The left-hand side controls Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Spotify as your touchscreen. The right-hand side here is your driver instrument display, and you can use these little rotary knobs in the steering wheel to control various functions, either on the screen, things like your volume, you can bring up your reverse camera. Those knobs are the only buttons that are going to be pretty visible inside this cabin. Out of some switches on the windows and some buttons there to open the doors, there's nothing really in the centre. Everything's controlled through the screens. And similar to systems like you see in Tesla, these knobs can do various things from volume to changing your mirrors, etc. So there's multifunctional bits that you can do with them. We do have paddles behind the steering wheel, however, they're for changing like things like your radar cruise control distance that they've got. You can see there's like 4 of them, so some are like plus and minus depending if you tap the top or the bottom. We do have physical stocks. The right hand side stock is for your gear selector, which is always welcome. That kind of frees up space in the middle. All the way forward for reverse, and that brings up your 360 camera, indentation P for park, and all the way down for drive. Now the wipers are on the indicator stock, so you twist that all the way high, low, auto or off, and then you can put your indicators on. When you put the indicators on when you're in drive, you do get the cameras popping up. So when I indicate to the right, I get my blind spot camera on the right hand side. And another quirk with the MG is when you indicate, if you're indicating left or right, it plays a little indicator noise from the speakers only on that side of the cabin, so you've kind of getting a visual and an audio representation of where you're indicating. In the centre here, this is where your hub is going to be. I'm not going to go through all the systems today, but it's highly configurable. You're able to go through various things to control your driving modes, your lights. I think there's over 200 ambient light choices here. Now, you do have widgets on the home screen. You can add and remove and customize that the way you want. So I have set it up, so I've got a few here that I want to do. You can have your heated steering wheel, etc. If you customize and add ADAS in there, that means you're only going to be like 2 buttons away from having everything off. So you just jump in, hit ADAS, hit close all, turns off all the speed warning, all the traffic sign, binging and bonging, lane departure, all in one fell swoop. So I really like that part of that system. It's got an intelligent system to help park. It remembers like the last 100 meters or so you've driven, and it can reverse back. It can do bay parking, curb parking, it can even crab walk as well. You can hit driving mode into crab walk, and then it turns all 4 wheels 6 degrees. You can go left and right. It's a little bit fun, or maybe you want a bit of manoeuvrability around a car park. Who knows? We've also got comfort, eco, sport, snow and custom. In this particular car, being the launch edition, we do have the air suspension. So we've got the rough terrain mode, can turn that on and off and put it into access mode, and the car's going to lower as it is at the moment. Energy recovery system as well. This car doesn't have one pedal driving, but it does have off, low or standard. I have it in standard, and it gives you a bit of regen braking when you're out and about, but you still need to use your brakes. It's not an aggressive one pedal setup. Now, other things about this system is you've got heated and ventilated seats. The driver's seat has 12-way adjustment, the passenger's got 6-way, but the driver's seat also has massage. Now on this launch edition, we're able to put massage on. I can have it lower, I can have it wave, or I can just have it on the upper part of the seat. You can turn that off as well. And then the same for the heated and ventilated seats. You can either have it always on, 16 minutes or 13 minutes, and then you've got various stages, 1, 2 or 3 for the heating and ventilation. We also have a wireless phone charger with a little bit of ventilation. This little cubby here, which you can buy accessories for, same as up here, you've got an iMag bit there you can buy accessories for as well. 2 cup holders in centre with little grippy bits surrounded by chrome. A cool box in here lined with fuzzy stuff. There's charge ports in there. There's also a bit of storage underneath under here, which is all nice and open. And I have also been told by MG that these cars are clever enough that they can act like a dash cam, so you can buy an SD card, put it in, and it's constantly going the right, so in the case of an incident and you need it, it uses those cameras to record. I don't know where that system is, but it's just something I've been told and I'll pass on. I can't do the Cars of Glasgow glove box test because there is no glove box in the IM6, but for myself, more important, how's the comfort? Well, I'm 5'11", plenty of legroom, knee room, nice big soft squishy seats, they're very well padded. So these just remind me of like a French car, just how luxurious and like padded they are. All the leather in this car is synthetic, apart from what's on the steering wheel. I've been told that is just the genuine leather on there. We do have reach and rake adjustment, which is manual on this car, which surprised me considering how much the rest of this car is electric. But yeah, I can get myself comfortable in this vehicle, which is fine. I said plenty of headroom there. This little rear view mirror is quite small, but so is the view out the back. One feature that I've not seen out with an IM product is you can sit and put that mirror away and fold that into here. I'm not sure why you would want to do that, but you can do that here. And then we've also got things like your little lights, which you can fold that down. It reminds me of like an iPad cover or something, the way that folds around. Now we do have all these speakers on the roof. That is part of that system, A, for the audio, for the 20 speaker audio, but B, it's also got that acoustic system with the noise cancellation technology. So when you're out on the road, they're going to actively try and reduce the noise coming in, like those helicopters that we're getting at the moment flying overhead. Fantastic. Now the doors in this car are electronically open, so you just touch a little button and they kind of pop open, and we do have acoustic glazing in all the windows in this vehicle. But there is a mechanical release if you need to get over that. But yeah, that's pretty much the front of the car. Let's see what it's like to drive. Right, you join me behind the wheel of the IM6. I'm going to pop it into sports mode, national speed limit, 3, 2, 1. It's faster than you can put your foot down. Yes, that is quite rapid acceleration, shall we say. And that wasn't even full to 60. That was like to 58 from about 20 miles per hour. You get about 1 or 2 seconds of jaunt and the car's good to go. This car is all-wheel drive. Unlike the IM5 long range, it was rear-wheel drive that we drove earlier on. This one is an all-wheel drive variant with the air suspension, and it is very fun to drive. The acceleration, the all-wheel drive capabilities of going through bends, the suspension setup, this one is the launch edition, so I keep mentioning that because it does differ from the other two in the lineup because it has the air suspension, which is helping with this comfortable ride today. This car is 52,995 or priced from, so you'll really have to add your paint, so you are looking around 53.5 for it as spec'd, but I just want to reiterate that this one is the performance with the air suspension. The air suspension is making it soft and, well, it can firm it up, but it's making it like absorb all the crevices in the road and the lumps and bumps rather well. Pop it into comfort mode, and the car's still more than fast enough for sure. The sports mode just really pushes you back in your seat, and you're able to like, maybe show a passenger, a friend, whatever it may be. Maybe on the way home from work you want to dust off those cobwebs and just want to make yourself all happy and energetic for going home. This could be the car for you. Now, I do also like the fact it's got massage. It does have a couple of variations. It's not as strong or as customizable as maybe something like the Genesis GV70 electric. However, this car is significantly less than that. This is 50-odd thousand versus nearly £80,000, so it gets the point for at least having the massage option. Let's give it a wee bit around this roundabout here. The turn-in's pretty flat, like we're in normal mode at the moment. I was going to say normal mode, we're in comfort, we're in comfort mode, and yeah, it's pretty flat. It's not super wallowy or wobbly going round the roundabout. The cameras pop up when you indicate, which is nice to see you're not taking your eyes off the road. And the ride height is pretty much what you'd expect for like a mid-size crossover electric SUV. It's not like you're not riding above everybody like in a Land Cruiser or something, but I guess aerodynamic profile and things like that, they don't want the car to be towering over. This car needs to be, sorry, you're looking at 388 miles of range on the long range version of the IM6. The IM5 long range is over 400 miles of range. Again, it's just the extra weight and the profile of this car. But yeah, so you're probably looking around 300 miles, I guess, fully charged. I am at, it's hard to gauge, I've not figured out yet how to see the battery percentage, but I've got 129 miles of electric range left in this car. Now let's park this car up. Now I do like the fact that other MG cars, it doesn't outline where other vehicles are, so you can go ahead and park. We do have a good, up for reverse, a good 360 camera. They're very clear on the IM products, so, and it doesn't distort too much. You know, sometimes when you're parking in a 360 it distorts, but it's not too bad a distortion. If I just park up here. One last thing to note, there is no like on-off button or key to push in this car. You just get in and foot in the brake and it's good to go. It's one of those EVs where it's just ready to go for you. So I just want to say thanks very much for watching this video. A special thanks to MG Frasers of Falkirk for loaning me this MG IM6 for today's video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel below, comment your thoughts on the IM6 and make sure to check out MG Frasers for all your MG needs. I will see you all in the next video. Ciao.